Good morning, Internet, and welcome to Cryptid Crush. So, little story behind this game. This game is made by Drowsy Drake. It's currently not finished. Right now, it's still being made. The game still might have some bugs. At first, I played it during my New Year's stream, but what ended up happening was, after I started playing it, I thought it was a demo, but the game's actually a lot more finished than I expected it to be, so I figured I would end up playing it on the channel. I thought it was a dating sim. Turns out it's like an RPG with legitimate RPG aspects. Anyway, being a changeling as I am, I thought it'd be interesting to be able to dive a bit deeper and share this with you guys who didn't watch the stream. So let's get into it.
I was just resting my eyes. You seem rather lost. Is there anything I can help you with?
Send me to the fights. I want to change some gameplay things, some personal things. I need dad advice. Okay.
This weather, huh?
Don't stick your antennae where they don't belong.
Yep.
Anything else? More dad advice! Oh, you're not joking.
Back in my day.
If a prophecy ever leaves you in tears, please let yourself cry. Aww.
Yep. Anything else?
One more. Oh, you're not joking.
Hi, hungry.
Aww.
Dad. Yep.
Hi, hungry,
Anything
I'm
else?
dad. I want to change some personal things. I want to change some gameplay things.
Mixing
gameplay
things up.
I want to
What are
change
you
my
rolling
dice. Or reliable, Die Hard Pursuit, Lemon Squeezy, Jackalope's Face, or Fate, Snake Eye Sam, more. Full Moon Duet. It's a fun one. Instead of 2 D6s, it's a D4 and a D8. It's mostly aesthetic difference. So it's just more likely to get something more towards the middle. Sure. Not bad, not bad. Take me to chapter select. I want to start from the very beginning. You can speak, can't you? I can speak. My name is Bew. I should have started with Prince. Just burn. Whoa, didn't mean to skip all that stuff. They, them. And your voice?
Yeah.
I'll take voice eye. Cryptid. Default. Can you stop rushing me?
What's with the random questions? Well,
Okay, let's start that over, but without the skipping. Bew. Burn. I'll keep that in mind.
that? Who am I? Definitely not the Mothman.
You're obviously the Mothman.
Now, how would you like to be addressed?
They, them.
Good
Voice eye.
choice. Spicing it up, are you?
What kind of heat are you looking for? Cryptid. Going with the intended
What's
difficulty.
with the random questions? Well, those who lack a sense of self tend to disintegrate upon entry into this realm of existence. I'm just here to help jog your memory.
That'd be helpful.
Great. Let's just zoom through these questions. So tell me about yourself. What's your preferred type of beverage?
I prefer soda concoction I call the fizzy killer. Water, but I'm not a nerd about it. Sparkling water. Less about the drink, more about the presentation. I'm 70%, yeah, I'm 70% iced coffee at this point.
Name one of your greatest weaknesses.
Pretty scatterbrained, freeze up when I need artifacts. All of them?
What's
Scatterbrained.
something you're ignoring right now?
Let's see. No rush to do anything, really.
What would you say is your strongest quality?
I try to be
You had
patient
an
with
entire
myself.
day to yourself. Where would you spend it?
Hiking with a buddy in a backpack.
If you were a cryptid, what would you be?
I would be a werewolf, sea monster, space alien. You know what? Werewolf.
Great, interesting. Now how do you envision yourself?
Change hair length? No, keep that. Toggle pump. That's adorable, but no. Keep the glasses. Change coat color. Blue? Yeah, keep the blue. Ooh, I do like that hairpin. I like that. I'm done.
Seems my time here is up. Good luck, and know this. I'm rooting for you.
Rooting for you too, Moth Dad. Buzz, buzz. Your phone startles you awake. A trail of messages scrolling down your screen. Hey, are you awake? It's time. Ghosty time. I sent you the address. Just follow the radio tower, you'll find it. All you can manage to type back in your half-sleep sluggish state is... Okay. You feel a sudden icy chill jolting you awake and sending shivers down your spine. You see a large fuzzy gray cat with 3 eyes and a flaming tail shoving her translucent paw through your face.
Greetings, mortal.
With a yelp, you leap out of bed, the shimmering tabby cat phasing right through you. Can't you just be
normal? You slept through 3 alarms. I was getting desperate.
Okay, I'm awake. And I'm running late. You rush around your room gathering everything you could possibly need for the night. You then run through your mental checklist. Don't forget your flashlight, bolt cutters, granola bars, and you squat down to tie your shoes and slip on your jacket. You step out into the stuffy hallway, march to your car. Wait for me. Taro has a race to catch up with you, meowing in protest as she kicks off the top step and floats down the stairs, phasing right through the apartment wall. Chapter 0, Dead Air. Taro finally lands on your shoulder as you reach your car and nips your ear. Ow. You try to brush the phantom cat off your shoulder, but your hand sweeps right through her. Caught you! You flick on the headlights before backing up and pulling onto the street. Are you sure Atlas is going to be any help? Taro keeps her little paws tucked under her fluff like a fuzzy bread loaf. You know what they say about Mothmen?
Excuse me?
That they're bad omens? Bingo! Omen or not, I could use all the help I can get. Right, that nasty curse. Should really get that checked out. Isn't that your job?
That's cute.
You don't expect me to work on an empty stomach, do you? I'm feeling faint. Do you need me to stop and get you something? Oh no, don't worry about me. I'll survive. You're the one dealing with that wretched curse, not me. I don't feel any different. Oh, you will, and it's going to be agonizing. You never mentioned that. I didn't want to scare you. Even describing this curse brings about evil. So you can't get rid of it, you can't even talk about it, and it's going to be excruciating. Is there anything else you forgot to tell me? Well, there's a countdown. A countdown? That's right. It's a countdown to your imminent demise. It's not even funny. I'm not joking, silly. How much time do I have? That's for a cat to know and a physician to find out. But that's why you're here, right? Being a cosmic guardian and all, you're meant to protect me. Absolutely. Your phone chimes, buzzing in the cup holder. Where are you? I'm on my way. Sheesh, unlike you, most of us can't fly. You fell back asleep, didn't you? I'm not nocturnal. Not with that attitude. So, do you see the station? Leaning forward, you glance up towards the distant radio tower cutting through the night air. I think so. Is it just the three of us? Depends. How cool are you with devils? Pretty cool. Why? I have a friend who just got off work and was wondering if they could tag along. I figured I'd ask you first. Yeah, I definitely feel safer in a large group.
Oh yeah!
Sweet. See you soon. Don't forget about the phantom frequency. Channel 103.1, Elkhorn Radio. I've got it. Great, thunk. Sound of feathers brush against the microphone and audio fizzles out before Atlas squeaks. Sorry, I hit a lamppost. Meet up with you soon. Drive safe. Atlas hangs up. You picture Atlas wildly fluttering around a giant light bulb, and then it dawns on you. I forgot my flashlight. Looks like we'll need to make a pit stop and a snack run. Rolling into view is a dingy-looking gas station named Owl's Owl Nighter. Dozens of sun-bleached local ads plaster the foggy store windows, weeds sprouting through the cracks in the cement. This place looks safe enough, right? It's well lit, at least. Pleasant jingle echoes into the night air as the door leading outside the roadside mini-mart swings open. You walk into the starlight carrying a convenience store sushi roll and a cheap flashlight.
That sushi was suspiciously underpriced.
You hold the receipt up to the neon open sign, eyeing it closely.
Oh well.
You shuffle back to your car, bounty in tow as you gaze over the horizon. You haven't had a moment to yourself since that cat practically poofed into existence. Opening the car door, you plop down the bag of groceries with a bit of a huff. Your ear catches a low, restrained sound of claws scraping against leather and the sound of some terrible creature trying to hide her devilry. Taro, you goblin! That's my car! Taro splays her paws and stretches, dragging her claws across the car seat. Well, as my Meowther always said, the world is your scratching post. I'll consider sparing your car's interior if you offer me something I want. She tilts her head to one side and closes her eyes expectantly. You roll your eyes and reach over, gently scratching Taro behind the ears. She is oddly cold for being a fuzzy cat. You're a real handful, Taro. Seriously, what kind of cat drags me out past midnight for some expired sushi? We have places to be. An angel, of course. Well, that's what I call myself anyway. You do know I'm not just a normal cat, right? Now, paw over the goods. You peel off the plastic wrap and slide it towards the demanding cat. You turn the key in the ignition and the old car starts rattling to life. You better get going before I totally chicken out. The car drives off, peeling out of the convenience store parking lot and down the dimly lit streets of Long Hope. Taro scarfs down the last bit of sushi, licking specks of rice off her nose. Aren't we on the lookout for that phantom frequency? Ah, right. You slid your hand over the dash and click on the stereo. The radio whirs on with a harsh static as it switches between frequencies until it reaches 103.1. Static is cut with a crisp and peppy tone, cueing the start of some sort of radio show.
Good evening, Freaksters. I'm your host, Madhouse Mike, live at Elkhorn County Radio. What's that? Seems my producer's letting me know that I am, in fact, dead. Thanks, Steffi. Thanks a lot. So, before we get started, I just wanted to give a shout out to all my listeners. It is your support that keeps this show alive. So, as a thank you, I'll be starting tonight's show with some fan mail.
Madhouse clears his throat for emphasis.
Hey, lovely. You want to make thousands working with a flexible schedule from home? Of course you do. Join our loyal family and become the independent girl boss of your dreams.
Hell yeah!
For a tiny fee of $1,200, you two can enroll in our courses and start feeding today. Join us and flourish, the Great Mother.
Who's the Great Mother?
Wow. Thanks much for that threatening and oddly fleshy letter. Seriously, this thing is meaty.
You turn off the radio. Yuck. Didn't you mail in a fan letter? I wouldn't call myself a fan. Heck, I've never even heard of the guy. You grimace, glancing out the window into the woods. The woods begin thinning out into a clearing. That seems like a tad insincere. Bothering a fellow you don't even know? The skeletal frame of the radio tower stretches up and over the looming horizon, looming over your destination, Elkhorn radio station. Pulling into the radio station overground parking lot, you park between fading lines. Taro hops up and jumps into her human's arms. Insisting on being carried like an oversized baby she is, you open up the car door and step outside. You feel a brush of Taro's whiskers against your cheeks, somewhat easing your fears.
Oh dear.
Okay, we'll be fine. It's just a haunted station on a hill. No big deal. You click on the hefty flashlight with a tight grip. You angle the light towards the station, as well as the large metal fence in front of it. Crap. Forgot the bolt cutters again. You turn your attention instead to the large sheet of wood spray painted with crude red letters attached to the fence. You read it out loud. Keep out. Trespassers will be murder-lated. Ah, cool. I heard this place glows red on Friday nights, and the on-air sign never burns out. Bunch of silly rumors if you ask me. Where is everyone? It's already 2 a.m. You should have been here by now. Checking the time, you stuff the phone in your pocket and scan your surroundings with your flashlight. This calls for an investigation. Or I could just shoot him a text. No, not like that. You've got to roll. I left my dice at home. What am I looking at? Sometimes things require skill and a bit of luck. So to determine how your fate unfolds, you have to roll. You begin a difficulty rating, and you have to meet or surpass it. The universe will then add a modifier based on your stats. Brains, in this case. This feels like some kind of forbidden knowledge. Oh, it is. And try rolling for real.
Are you even trying?
Wow, that's awful. Yeah, snake eyes. Don't worry, though. If you fail a roll, don't fret. You have a chance to change fate by spending karma. You know, let me just call Atlas. What's karma, you ask? Well, whenever you fail a roll, you can expend karma to reroll. You can reroll as many times as you have karma, whether you succeed or failed that roll. But you have to be smart with it. You only get a point of karma when you fail and decide not to reroll. You got it? I'm sure someone around here gets it. Great. Now tap the button and try rerolling those dice. Just tap the button below the dice. That's another failure. You shine your flashlight around the empty lot, nothing particularly catching your eye. We just poofed into existence.
What the heck?
Wait, Atlas?
The one and only. I thought I'd scope out the perimeter before diving right in.
God, you sound hot. After his dramatic entrance, Atlas shakes out his glossy feathers and flaps his large wings. His antennae twitch as he stands on one leg, poking Taro with one of his hind claws.
So, is this the spirit you mentioned? I kinda expected something, more impressive.
Taro fluffs up her whiskers, standing on end as she hisses.
I am a great and powerful cosmic guardian.
She bites one of the Mothman's talons. Ouch, I'm in immense pain. Alice pulls away, breaking out of Taro's grip. It's not too late to be haunted by something cooler, right? Taro's doing her best. You're just jealous you don't have a familiar following you around. Damn, if I had to pick, I'd want a Raven familiar. Too bad Ravens hate me. Alice bends down and scoops the flashlight off the ground. Here, sorry for startling you. Breaking through the greenery, a single blue flame casts an eerie light over a large imposing demon striding straight into the clearing, a heavy pair of bolt cutters resting at her hip. At their hip. Ah, it seems everyone has arrived. I assume Atlas spoke of me? How'd you get here so fast? Legs? This is Jamie, the roughest devil around. They're a great listener, bone collector, fist fighter, and artist. Jamie, you should show Buse some drawings. No.
Oh, man!
But you're so good!
Who cares?
I suppose I'll scout on ahead since you seem to be in such capable claws. The feline hovers past the demon, floats through the fence, and disappears into the overgrowth. We should follow suit. Jamie struts towards the chain link fence, unsheathing the bolt cutters. They snap through the padlock and give a quick thumbs up.
Let the crimes commence.
Amen! Onward! This is a horrible idea. What if someone gets hurt? You hesitate, stopping just before the gate. Psh! Ghosts are practically harmless. I bet this dude's just some disembodied voice or possessed microphone. Besides, you've got me to protect you. Nah, it's the other way around. Hurry up! The exterior of the radio station is tagged with fading graffiti and plastered with condemnation warning posters. Jamie turns the handle of the front door and it easily clicks open. Creepy. Looking through the doorway, the dark interior of the station seems impossibly clean compared to the outside. The waiting room is seemingly suspended in time, only faded from months of neglect or maybe years. You shuffle in line behind Jamie as you examine the lobby. Stopping a moment, you realize that you're the only one with a flashlight. All of you can see in the dark? Indeed. My eyes can pierce any darkness. I actually rely on my compassionate antenna. With these big ol' eyes, my vision is super sensitive to light. Okay, it's more like... It's not seeing, more like smelling.
You have got to be joking.
Atlas, can you go a day without mentioning your insectoid parts? I don't mind, really. You twirl the flashlight in your hand, nearly dropping it in the process. Wandering around, Atlas tries the nearest door. After finding it locked, he shuffles over to the recording studio window and presses his face against glass. Jamie kicks one of the trash cans over. Dozens of lime green soda cans come clanging out, scattering across the floor. For an unlocked, haunted house, it's surprisingly untouched. I almost feel bad for trashing the place. Where do you think we'll find the ghost? You tuned into the ghost frequency, right? Alice gives a reassuring nod.
No feathers off my back.
It's fine if you didn't. I'll catch you up. So, the show is basically this radio host, Madhouse Mike, reading ghost stories and urban myths off of script. It was all super cheesy and I loved it. I don't understand why. Anyway, he's the ghost we're looking for. Madhouse was an expert on the supernatural, so I'm certain he'll know something about your curse. Mike is playing a character, Atlas. Who knows what this guy is like off air? Jamie absentmindedly crushes one of the spilt cans and tosses it back into the trash can. Aren't ghosts usually created from tragedy? He sounds normal enough to me. Atlas gasps.
Oh, I got a story about this one!
It was totally tragic. Madhouse died while advertising for some sketchy drink company. He thought he could bring more listeners by drinking an entire sample box. I mean, I feel like I'd go that way if I drank an entire case, if Monster Energy ever sponsored me. Don't get me wrong, I also have I have G Fuel, but G Fuel is not as good as good old Monster, man. It actually worked for like 2 seconds. I mean, really, who'd trust a company named Toxic Waste Energy? Exactly, it's an energy drink. That's terrible. He drank so much, his skin glowed green, and he beefed it from all the radiation. The studio had to shut down, and no one's been alive on air since. Do you even hear yourself? This is exactly what Madhouse would have wanted, hosting a radio show for the rest of eternity. That sounds great.
You have got to be joking.
Turning into a restless ghost is easily a worst-case scenario. It's funny, he carried me through those long nights in my old retail job back home. You know, before I got fired for being robbed twice and starting an electrical fire. The dude was a legend for us night owls. You truly are a bringer of bad luck. You're a literal devil. So, it's just a rumor? Rumors won't get us anywhere. Let's search this place and gather more information. And risk upsetting the guy when we're about to hop on his radio show? No way! Upset?
Idiotic.
Atlas, we're trespassers. What do you think about this, Beau? Both Jamie and Atlas turn to you, expecting you to settle whatever this is. Jamie's right. We might find something useful like a vault of haunted treasures or a portal to the ghost dimension. Atlas, think of all the exclusive merch. You could totally ask for an autograph. You think so? Actually, let's check out the record room. There's gotta be some shiny collector vinyls and tapes in there. The Mothman's eyes sparkle. You know, for research purposes. Jamie brushes past you and opens the door before them, ushering the human to follow. Scratch that. I want that specter dealt with now. Hey, I was wondering, why'd you come with us? I wanted to meet you. An average human moving to Longhope is a major big deal. What makes you say that? Folks around here tend to be occult, undead, or aquatic, which you are not. Nope. Then something had to have brought you here. Jamie's expression darkens, their gaze trailing down before resting upon you. Your throat feels dry as you try to force out a response. Well, I've known Atlas since, like, forever. He helped me unpack. No, something worse. Jamie, you're being awfully cryptic. I tend to be. Okay. But let's not jump to conclusions. You've decided Jamie's definitely annoyed with you. We must salvage this. So, you'll be there for Friday's movie night, right? Jamie's eyes light up, the flame atop their head flickering a warmer blue. Carrying stuffed sweet potatoes, chicken skewers, and jalapeno dip. You picture Jamie wearing a Guggenheim apron, oven mitts and all, carrying a tray of freshly baked snickerdoodles. You cook?
Excellent.
Part-time. I have so many questions. They called me the Grill Master. Jamie, I need answers. I need you to keep walking. Sure thing, Grill Master.
Do not say that.
With a grunt, you manage to shove the door open, knocking down a filing cabinet, blocking the doorway within the room. Stepping over the cabinet, you gaze around the office. The room is completely trashed. Loose papers are scattered across the carpet, green sludge is smeared all over the walls, and a bookshelf of records and trophies are smashed to bits. Oh dear.
Oh, man!
No! What kind of monster did this? The Mothman scoops up a handful of shattered records, letting the shards fall between his feathers. These were original copies! Couldn't you just download the digital album? No, it's about the rich omnidimensional sound! Ignoring Atlas's muttering, Jamie runs their claws across the wall, scratching out the words written faintly in faintly glowing slime. DailyGhostWatchers.net. The hell does that mean?
Could this
Sounds like a website. Atlas looks up from the vinyl wreckage, wiping away his tears. Just some blog that reports on abnormal occurrences. Makes sense. It was actually a mod there for like a month. Ew. Moderation's important! It is! I don't even have a mod team. Yeah, you nerds better get snooping. I'll make it quick. Where should I start? Start with the computer. Sneaking around the office, you stop at a desk resting in one of the corners. Chunky computer hums with a power monitor. The monitor rests on the desk. A single sticky note slapped on its screen reads password is death-proof in messy pen strokes. You click on the monitor, it blinks to life, and flashes a group of studio members before sputtering out again. Clicking on the monitor once more, you click a minimized web page and are greeted with Ghost Hunting Forum. Someone seems to have scoured the page, leaving comments and arguing with users under the username Radio Ghost 1. One comment reads, "This guy sounds cool. I wonder what he was like in life." A response under the same username reads, "Great post. Heavens, really missing out. Lol." Scrolling down, you see that Radio Ghost 1's been banned for self-advertising. You're about to check the other open tab on the computer, but are cut short as something cold brushes against you. Turning around sharply, you see a human-sized figure crafted out of empty toxic waste cans in a dusty office chair. The figure has a marker mouth hang open in a smile, its head built from half-crushed water jug and paper clips strung together like hair. Name tag clipped on the forehead reads Debbie. This is seriously creepy. Go again! No, go again! Let's see here. Boohoo answers. You return to the computer and resume checking it out. Other than the tab left open, a site called Boohoo Answers. Question: how to banish a ghost? Hi, I've got a ghost living in my house, and it's going on 8 years, and I've tried everything. Psychics, priests, investigators, you name it. It won't leave. Help. Tan answers. Logic: ask him to pay rent, but raise the price each month. Top reply. Hang in there, sweet pea. If you need a medium, I accept virtual sessions. I'll share my website if you need extra resources. Good luck, Paramama. Deleted. Dude, same. I've got a bloody ghost in my bathroom mirror and she won't stop kicking on the glass or knocking on the glass. What does she want? This user was last online 725 days ago. Febe. You'll want to take a red marker and draw 2 touching circles followed by a long oval connecting the shapes, preferably on a wall. They act as protection ward, which will banish any spirit. Radio Ghost 2. Didn't work. Also, fuck you. Dan 105.1. Want to know my secret? Garlic bread. I eat like 6 sticks a day and haven't seen a single ghost. Sure. Radio Ghost 2. You really think it's that easy to exile a vengeful spirit? If it were that easy, I wouldn't be here. You're all frauds. You see that user has been permanently banned. Atlas stands near the door, scrolling through his phone. Apparently, the Daily Ghost wrote an article about Elkhorn Station. The Mothman skims over the blog post. Dude, they didn't even bother mentioning Mike by name. Does that matter? Mike's just a faceless green poltergeist to these people. See? Literally no face. Alice holds out the phone, showing off a blurry green mask, wearing a hat and a hoodie. It's difficult to make out. Isn't that how the whole Cryptid gig works? I guess you're right. Jamie shrugs and turns away from Atlas, their tail knocking over a small trash can, spilling out the contents over the floor. Whoops. Cool, success. Let's see here. Muffled voices, trophy case, dead carnations. Dead carnations. Spilled out of the trash can, a vase of pink and white carnations and a small card clipped to the side. With a frown, you pluck the card and read, "Here's to 5 years at Elkhorn Radio and many, many more." Glancing over the card, Atlas scoffs. Oh, that's bad. I want to keep investigating. 2 failures in a row. No, I just gotta go with it. Alright, nerds, we gotta go. Jamie gestures to the door, their tail flicking impatiently. Fine. There's no way I can salvage this. Alice begrudgingly leaves the remains of the shattered vinyls behind. Atlas briskly marches on ahead. You walk like a pigeon. Following Atlas's voice, you and Jamie turn the corner and stop abruptly. He's fiddling with the doorknob. It's totally jammed. Atlas is cut short as a hand shoots out from the door, grabbing the moth's neck fluff. It stops, confused, and slinks back behind the door. Guess I scared him off? The door suddenly vanishes, leaving Atlas tumbling into the studio room.
Well. What took you so long? Y'all three totally left me hanging. That Eric's a career killer in this line of work. You could have at least rescheduled with my producer.
You mean the jug-headed abomination in the back office? Ah, so you met old Debbie. Not much of a talker. Madhouse Mike laughs at his own joke. Suddenly, blinking into view, Mike appears in full ghoulish glory. You're really real? Of course I'm real. Think the radio show is just for kicks? I've just been waiting for a special guest slot for ages. Oh my gosh, Mike Madhouse! Alice takes a sharp breath and absolutely starstruck at the sight of his hero, a real urban legend.
Boy, I'm a huge fan!
Alice looks up at Jamie, who blankly is staring at Madhouse with a wild look in their eye. Jamie, don't. We're here to join you on tonight's show. And ask you some questions. Don't think it'd be a good idea. Madhouse pauses. To turn down such big fans! Aw, they're blushing. Except you, the one with the ram horns. I don't deal with devils. Bold choice of words for a dead man. You're a fire hazard. Sorry, Jamie. I understand. Weak-willed spirits tend to fall faint around me. Atlas does a giddy fist pump to himself and stands up straight.
Booyah!
Sweet! Yes, this is business. I am a serious business boy. Evening, ghosts and ghouls. We're back live at Elkhorn Radio, just located off of Route 101 for those just tuning in. I'm your your ghostly host, Madhouse Mike, and welcome to the Witching Hour. Got a special treat tonight. Guests from the realm of the living. Why don't you introduce yourselves? Mike makes a nod, cueing you the two in. Lex, if you're listening, you owe me $20. Dude, now's not the time. You whisper to the Mothman, shooting him a glare. I'm Bu, and this is Atlas. We're both big fans.
Whoa.
Wow, now you got me moving. Now you've got. Ugh. Try this again. Hate the dyslexia. Wow, you got guts moving to a town full of cryptids. I guess so? Were you scared? A little, but I know I'll be okay with my cosmic guardian around. A what? My ghost cat, Taro. She's meant to protect me, but she tends to do her own thing. Where is Taro anyway? Sounds like you've got a real affinity for spirits. A knack for trouble. You elbow Atlas and the two of you exchange cheeky smiles. Then I suppose Trouble's here, and the one and only Mothman, prophet of the Silver Bridge, bringer of disaster. So what's it like being an omen of destruction? No, that would be my dad. I'm just a Mothman, not the Mothman. I can't really control my visions either. I'm just here helping out a cursed friendo. You can see the future? Hell yeah! Give us a prophecy, Mothman! Alice looks a little frazzled, his eyes darting which way. Like, on the spot? I wanted to talk about Bu's curse. It's okay, just go with the flow. What's in my future? Okay, sure. Yeah, I can try. Closing his eyes, the moth folds his wings, tilts his head to one side as if he's trying to listen to something. Nope, never mind, can't do this. Why not? I guess ghosts are just too dangerous to read, or too dang hard to read. Can we move on to the next bit?
Yawn.
Seriously? Sorry, man. Yeah, it was worth a shot. Feel a little underwhelmed. But what about my future? You're gonna oversleep and wake up with a headache. Oh man. You're definitely underwhelmed. Any tips on how to settle things and set these things into motion? How am I supposed to know? Fate is stupid and impossible to figure out. Wow, real inspiring stuff, little dude. Mike waves his hand around, shaking his head with a smile. I say we move on to our next segment. How about some episodic callbacks? It should be total breeze for such big fans. Yep, I'm a real mega fan. Episode 15. Which undead horror did we interview on the show? You sit there quietly, shuffling your feet and tapping the counter, unsure what to say. Some sort of spooky spaghetti! Bloody bones! The Mothman throws a wing up into the air, exclaiming the answer. Folding your arms across your chest, you sink into the chair with a scowl. Perfect. This is a spicy one. In episode 26, who was Bigfoot's secret lover? It's on the top of my tongue. Squonk! Bigfoot's number 2. The Squonk! The Goat Man! Not bad. Though you really ought to give your friend here a chance. Mike snickers. I'm a little unprepared here. Right? Ugh, I'm getting ahead of myself. In season 1's finale, what news broke that night? Pretty sure you died. Bigfoot and Goatman got married. I moved along hope. Pretty sure you died. Alice gently taps you on the foot with one talon and whispers before you can answer. There was an alien abduction. It was aliens! Oh yeah? Just how many episodes of my show aired on the radio? Alice whispers in a hushed voice. 32! 32! Correct. Madahouse's smile falters. Next question. What did I have for breakfast? You look at Atlas for an answer. He doesn't respond. I don't know. The ghost is absolutely thrilled by Atlas's answer. Any real listener would know I skipped breakfast. That's totally unfair. Oh yeah? Hey Atlas, who sponsored Season 2's recap episode? Atlas shrugs. I skipped the ad breaks. How do you skip the ad break? Toxic waste energy! It was toxic waste But good try. We're cutting the commercial. He points at Atlas. You. Me? You'll be helping me out here. Now, okay. Now, you all know that personally I love toxic waste. In fact, I drank so much of it, my skin turned green. But I can recognize my own biases, so don't just take my word for it. Atlas pal, why don't you try their newest flavor, Beyond the Grave? A can of toxic waste suddenly appears in Mothman's grasp, as though he had always been holding it. Atlas grips the can with his claws and cracks it open, letting the green foam trail down his feathers. Yeah, sure, but didn't this lukewarm soda literally kill you? You'll give me an autograph, right? Just drink it. He takes a sip. Ugh! The Mothman drops like a rock and is at -6 health. So what did you think? I'm sure we're all dying to know. Suddenly Atlas perks right back up. -13. Perks right back up and wipes away the green liquid trailing from his mouth. I think that means that he's undead. Wowzers! I feel like my skeleton can just jump out and dance a jig. Seriously, Beyond the Grave will knock your socks off. I like the idea style of like changing his face to have like a green grin and green eyes. You jump from your seat. Wait, what's going on? What did you do to Atlas? Chillax, it's only temporary. Assuming you can get through this next segment. It's time for my favorite game, Fake or Folklore. Can I just say I really enjoy our time spent together, Maddie? And anyway, why don't you explain the rules, Flyboy? Atlas jitters unnaturally. his antennae twitching as he speaks. Sure thing, Maddie. The rules are easy. Mike here will describe a cryptid, and you have to guess what it is. If you get it wrong, you'll suffer a tiny penalty. If you're alive by the end, you win. A penalty? I'm guessing you'll kill me if I refuse to play. No way! I'll just be keeping Atlas as collateral. So by all means, leave your precious Mothman behind. I could use a co-host. Fine. I'll play your stupid game. You plop back down in the cushioned office chair and fold your arms. Now's your chance to really let your knowledge shine. Couldn't have said it better myself, Flyboy. Let's get started with some fake or folklore. Question 1. Cited in 1971, the Missouri monster Momo is known to scare off attackers with what? It stinks. Don't they smell really bad? I think they stave people off with their stench. That's certainly an answer. Come on, are you even trying? You're completely right. I've gone softer than a marshmallow. Question 2. Old Ephraim, a cryptid found terrorizing Logan Canyon in 1923, was what creature? A big bear. Was Ephraim a big bear? You're just guessing at this point. How daring. Madhouse gestures to Atlas, who's shaking like a ragdoll. Correct! Huh, I certainly wasn't expecting that one. Good on ya. Oh, thanks. Next question. Ooh, this is a good one. The Rochester Giant, cited in 1965, crushed the hood of whose car? How am I supposed to know that? I don't even know what the Rochester Giant is. You're totally making stuff up. Hey, no fair, Maddie. Trick questions are totally against the rules. How are you this obnoxious? You're supposed to be under my complete control. I think we have time for one last question, as an encore to the folks at home. Mike leans into the microphone, lowering his voice to a low growl. Do you know what happens to cheaters? You never made a rule for that. Chill runs down your spine as you hold your ground, so you admit it. I make the rules. It's my show. My rules, my game. The ghost suddenly blinks out, only to reappear behind Atlas.
You're just another fake fan.
In a flash, Mike melds with Atlas. The two form a much larger, scarier creature.
Don't you know who I am? I'm a goddamn urban legend, and I'm done wasting my eternity in this place. Don't I deserve to be free?
Negative.
Somehow, even in death, I'm still working. All night, every day, all the time, forever. Well, I'm done with liars, fakers, and those goddamn ghost hunters. None of them ever cared about the real me. I quit.
I like how it added glowing eyes to Atlas's shirt.
No more graveyard shifts, no more management, and no more fake fans.
The pair looks down at their hands and wiggles each finger.
And do you know what happens to fake fans?
The cryptid laughs, taking a wobbly step forward.
I get their souls.
Atlas staggers forward and swipes his talons through the air, narrowly missing you. You roll off your chair into the floor without realizing it. You sprint to the door in an effort to simply stay alive. Atlas, what about our Friday movie night? Atlas can't hear you! We were gonna watch the extended edition of that one fantasy trilogy with the director's commentary. The Mothman goes rigid, antennae flickering forward. And subtitles? You fumble with the doorknob, trying to get it open. Atlas's left leg jerks to one side, almost toppling the Mothman over. He takes another step, but trips over nothing, like two drivers fighting for the same steering wheel. Are you crazy? We can't just combine cryptids? The radio man moth sounds fucking stupid. Jamie, help! The Jersey Devil clambers into the room, confused. They look around, only to watch the possessed Mothman jerk and jitter towards the duo, muttering and clawing at his own feathers.
What?
Did Atlas get taller? That's the first thing you noticed? Yes, he's taller than them. This is unforgivable. Aw, not used to being the armrest, huh, shorty? This isn't a contest. You're right, feelers don't count. I think it's time to fight. But that'll hurt him. Oh, so now you care. Gosh, Mew, I thought you were supposed to protect me. Huh? Let's make this quick. Combat time! And this music is great. Urgently jammin'. Madless laughs in your face. Madless opens up by chucking oversized stereo speaker with supernatural force. Failure. Jamie is clonked over the head, taking 7 damage. Ha! Freebie! Are you two even trying? Furiously swipes his claws at the demon, narrowly dodges the attack. View, I need a direction. What do I even do? Choose a skill, top left corner. Click it. Cool, cool. Something cool might happen, maybe. Sure, let the DPS be the healer as well. Good game design. Wait, what? Hold on. Time out. Hold on. You expect me to punch this guy? Yeah, I could use some emotional support. I feel like you're trying to tell me something. Well then. Okay, Jamie. Pick a different character to attack with. Spirit Blaze. Reroll that shit. Success. Okay, that was a success. What does that mean? Great, let me explain the basics. Shit. Where do I even start? You see damage, base damage, then you, stimulate an attack modifier is stamina exhaustion meter. My brain hurts. Hey, it's okay, my physical nose bleeding, deep breaths, I can do this. If I hurt Atlas, he would cry and I would never forgive myself. Atlas, help! Not my problem. No, I'm not explaining shit! Shut up and fight me. Please? Okay. Seems Atlas' innate desire to overshare is more powerful than any supernatural force. What do you need to know? I've already got it, because I've played this before. Great! I think that's everything. Hey, Jamie? It's okay. Get his ass! Jamie is totally fired up, and sparks of determination gleaming in their wild eyes. It inspires you too. Maybe things will work out. Maybe you can do this. Let's save Atlas. Madless freaks out. I need a breather. Jamie closes their eyes, and the flame between their horns casts a cool light over their allies, mending some of their wounds. It's time to fight. Skullcracker, Spirit Blaze. Success. Ah! I forgot about the skip button. Spirit Blaze. God, I gotta stop with that skip button. Ah, it's not too bad. Bash it! He's almost gone! Bash him! Here we go. You losers really thought you could defeat me? What a joke! You're looking at the next Mothman, baby! Yeah, not a Mothman, but the Mothman! No more patronizing stares or shifty glances, just sheer, crystalline terror. I'm a legend. I'm a demon. Alice pops back to normal. I'm a little lightheaded.
Know your place.
The door to the studio buckles, splitting open as monstrous Taro bursts into the room with a triumphant meow. She knocks Atlas to the ground. Sprawled out on the floor, all battered and dazed, Atlas hacks up a mouthful of toxic waste. Taro, what the hell? Atlas, are you okay? Atlas gives you a weak thumbs up. Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry for scaring you. Helping Atlas to his feet, you keep an arm around him as you nervously glance around. Where's Madhouse? Mike, you coward! Grasping at the air, the Jersey Devil exhales out a gout of blue flame as they throw punches at nothing. Do you honestly think that'll work? Throwing another punch, Jamie winces as it actually strikes Madhouse's open palm.
Oh!
Coward! Ghost blinks back into view with a giddy laugh and a smile.
What?
Jamie yanks their hand away, but it's too late. Madhouse coiled his fist around their arm. Didn't I tell you? Jamie doesn't care. They swing their hand back and slam their skull against the ghost's face, leaving Madhouse sputtering. I don't deal with... Throwing their other fist, Jamie punches their arm through Madhouse's chest. Let me finish! They're both stuck. Jamie can't even move their arms. Jamie bites and kicks to no avail. They're tangled in a intangible mess. Way to go and ruin the moment, bonehead. Madhouse tightens his grip around the devil. You wouldn't dare. What? I've never possessed a demon before. Your soul would be incinerated.
Yawn!
So what? I'll manage. Either way, it's a win-win. Madhouse's jaw suddenly unhinges, a curled horn jutting out of the side of his head. He clasps a hand over his face and stifles a cry, his ghastly form flickering in the iridescent lights. I told you it wouldn't work. Jamie acts fast, taking this moment to finally tear their hand out of Madhouse's chest, while he writhes, shaking ectoplasm off their claws. Combat time again. Madhouse gets an encore. You try getting a grip on the situation. It's a lot to process. Turn 1. Taro! Tuna Defender. Success. Taro flops cutely, making their fur fluff up in defense. The felines feeling fortified. Taro defense increased by 1, current 1. Madhouse is preparing to attack. You brace yourself for the worst. Let's go Atlas. Lore Dump. Dispels piercing damage, significantly delays the target's attack. There we go.
That worked?
Alice begins his rambling, making Madhouse get sleepy. What does it all mean? Personally, I find comfort in the people I surround myself with. No, dude, stop. It's too dorky. Getting sleepy. Madhouse takes 3 boredom damage. Madhouse's turn is delayed by 3 turns. Alice stares off into space. Pump up. Success. Atlas knows exactly what to say to get Jamie excited. Crush their skulls, friend! Let their blood fuel your power! Hell yes! Let's do this! Jamie's occult is raised by 2, currently 5. Jamie's brawn raised by 2, currently 3. Jamie regains 1 stamina. You look to Atlas nervously. Let's go. Spirit Blaze. 15.
You're simply out.
Swiping their hand through the air, Jamie unleashes a raging bolt of blue hellfire. Madhouse is engulfed in pale blue light and takes a hefty 13 damage. Madhouse is preparing to attack. Jamie shifts their weight, tail swinging in time. Let's see. Cheer. Who should be the cheer on Jamie? Result 9. Show him what Jersey's made of, Jamie. You use the power of positivity to heal Jamie for 7 health. Jamie's power mod is raised by 2. Madhouse looks at Bew and slashes claws through the air. Taro steps in the way of the attack. No need to fear. Taro is here. I'm just gonna take it. Taro faces hit head on, taking 3 damage. Eat this, Jamie. Raking his claws through the air, Mike tears a giant analog mixing board out of the wall and flings it at the party. It crunches against the floor, buttons and wires splintering. Taro steps in the way of the attack. Success. Taro catches the speaker and throws it back at Madhouse, who takes it in the face and takes 5 damage. Atlas stares off into space. Pump up or Kinesis? You know what? Kinesis. Reroll that. Success.
Gotcha!
Atlas jerks to one side, his red eyes flicker a hazy green. He reaches towards the demon and speaks. Maddie, I'm hurt you turn on us like that. I know you're struggling, but we're like your biggest fans. Can't we talk about this over some drinks? Let's kiss and make up. You can autograph my shirt. I don't know you. Lunging at the Mothman, Madhouse is struck down by a crushing supernatural force. Madhouse grasps his chest and wheezes. What the hell? Atlas staggers back and shakes his head. Huh? Madhouse takes 9 damage and Atlas coughs up ectoplasm, taking 3 recoil. Madhouse's brains lowered by -2. Current -2. I wanted to believe that you loved it here. Working was your dream job, but now I know that was a total lie. Get over yourself. You don't know me. I know you're on the road to eradication. A crooked grin peels across his face, the demon's face, and he giggles to himself. You saw my future back there, didn't you? Huh? No, I can't. I didn't. You're one shitty liar. If you keep this up, you're going to die. Like, die. No one cares. Madhouse cackles. Madhouse's difficulty is raised by 1. The demon gargles, craning his head back before exhaling a cloud of noxious waste. Taro steps up to protect everyone. Failure. I gotta take it. Toxic haze falls over the party, but Taro takes the brunt of the poison. She's hit with 9 damage. Taro could use some help. Then I'll help. Focus, cheer, Taro. Success. Taro, you're so great. Scratch that guy right in the face. He uses the power of positivity. Heal Taro for 3 health. Taro's power mod is raised by 3. Let's go Spirit Blaze. Failure. Reroll that. Success. Reaching up, Jamie cups the flame in her hands and whispers a spell, a small flame dancing forward before exploding into a wild burst of hellfire. Madhouse is engulfed in a pale blue light and takes a hefty 12 damage. Jamie whispers to the flame resting in their hands. It flickers before exploding in a ray of hellfire. Thanks, little friend. Atlas catches their breath. Madhouse was preparing to attack. He looked at Atlas nervously. I need to kill Taro again. Cheer. Taro. Success. Gain 6 health. Awesome. Looks to view. Taro steps in the way. No need to fear. Taro's here. Failure. Gotta take it. No, I'm gonna re-roll it. I'll take the success on that one. Taking 1 damage. Eat this, Bew. Balling up his fist, Mike slams his fist down on a speaker. Follows smashing into the floor with a shower of splintered parts. Taro steps in the way of the attack. Come on. It's a failure. Taro's face is hit head on, taking 4 damage. Atlas daydreams about having a raven familiar. Let's see. What can I do? I'll lore dump. There we go. Lore dump.
That worked?
Alice begins his rambling, making Madhouse get sleepy. In episode 301 of Slagnar the Werewolf Lover Barbarian, it's revealed that Slagnar's mom is actually... No, dude, stop. It's too dorky. Getting sleepy. Madhouse takes 4 boredom damage. Madhouse's turn is delayed by 3 turns. Alice coughs up more ectoplasm. Delays target's attack slightly, but lowers both targets' difficulty and brawn. Target will act sooner, slightly raises their turn. Alright, heart out. Success. Mike, I lied. I've literally never heard of you or your show. I was trying to make you and Atlas happy. Madhouse tenses up, hesitating a moment. He feels a twinge of guilt. I can't give up. Madhouse's difficulty is lowered by 2, currently -2. Madhouse's brawn is lowered by 2, currently 0. Madhouse's turn is delayed by 1. You brace yourself for the worst. My turn! Spirit Blaze! Gonna have to take that failure. Reaching up, Jamie cups the flame in their hand and whispers a spell. This flame dancing forward before exploding into a wild burst of hellfire. Flames roar out of control. Everyone takes damage. Whoa! Damn! I need to heal Taro badly. Can't act. Too tired. Healing wave. Everyone. Success. Jamie closes their eyes and the flame between their horns casts a cool light over their allies, mending some of their wounds. Hope this helps. Try getting a grip on the situation, it's a lot to process. Let's go Atlas. Kinesis. Success. Lunging at the Mothman, Madhouse is struck with a crushing supernatural force. Madhouse grasps their chest and wheezes. Madhouse takes 9 damage, and Atlas coughs up ectoplasm, coughing up 3 recoil damage. Madhouse's brains lowered by 2, currently -2. Turn count, 14. Rank, S. I'll take that S rank, thank you. You've unlocked some new dice. You can equip them through the menu at any time while rolling. Future updates will include more in-depth explanation on the difference between dice sets. But the main thing is, you'll want to keep in mind that the dice sets change how much karma you have to work with, and the numbers you typically roll.
You're the real deal, huh?
That would be right.
Guess that's a wrap, folks.
The ghost's form flickers, Madhouse crumbling to the floor in ectoplasmic heap. Let me finish this. Jamie steps forward, a fire roaring in their eyes. No! I still have questions. You take hold of Jamie's arm, trying to hold them back. Is that all you really care about? You're all so clueless. Snapping up, Mike musters up a last bit of strength he has and latches onto you. You're coming with me. Stirring awake, you blink spots from your vision, feeling oddly light. What is this place? You furrow your eyebrows and shield your face from the pale white light. You glance down and see a harsh green outline below. It's Madhouse, with a stunned look on his face and a firm grip on your ankle, holding you in place. Let go of me! No! You'll disappear! Isn't that the point? You want me gone! You kick and squirm, trying to break out of the Spectre's grasp. Hold on! Wait, just chillax for a second. Reeling you in, like a kite on a string, Madhouse finally lets you go and quickly looks away. Look, it's no big deal. I dragged your soul out of your body and set you adrift in the void. You mean I'm dead? Yeesh, sounds a lot worse when you put it that way. Where are we? Drifting in a doorway between the spirit and material world. Usually wake up here if I pass out at my desk for too long. Now give me your soul! No, you give me your soul! Nah. Why'd you drag me here? What do you want from me? I need you as a vessel to escape. Don't you feel bad for me? Come on, you've seen the movies. You know how this ends. I can tell you whatever you want. What's this about a pesky curse? Punch off his hat. You ball up your fist and awkwardly shift your weight as you glide through the air. Squeezing your eyes shut, you throw a fist forward, and it connects, knocking Mike's hat off his head. Mike grasps for his baseball cap and keeps it firmly planted on his head. Yeah!
Oh, you're an asshole!
Ow, my nose! How'd you even touch me? Mike brings a hand to his face, feeling the empty space where a nose would be.
You dragged me to this hell dimension, and newsflash, we're both ghosts!
You throw your arms over your head, gesturing around the empty vacuum of space.
Of course I feel bad for you, Mike. You didn't deserve to die, let alone become a monster, but now you're totally acting like one.
Mike is stunned, unaware of what to say.
So, if you're gonna eat my soul, you might as well do it already.
Gladly.
But I don't think you will. The Phantom backs off. You're right, I can't do this. Why not? I don't want to hurt you. I shouldn't have put any of you through this. I just don't know what else to do. I want to escape, but if I up and disappear, all I have is this job. I can't remember my old life. I can't even remember my old face. Mike tips his hat down, covering his eyes. Damn it. You're not going to disappear. Tell that to the other defunct nobodies out there. If you really want a fresh start, you could start a podcast. It's like a radio show you carry in your pocket. On your cell phone? Mike perks up, a slight twinkle in his dead eyes. You go to take out your phone only to realize it's back in the material world. I'll show you later. Even if you're a jerk, if it means anything, I think you're worth more than this crusty old station. Mike hesitates a moment before throwing his arms around you, giving you a big hug.
Thanks for not giving up on me.
You don't have to be the Elkhorn Station poltergeist. Not anymore. Not if it makes you miserable. Get out of here.
This is all your fault.
How is it my fault?
You knew bringing a human here was dangerous.
Says the ghost gobbling demon.
Ah, right. Ch0, where the hell were you?
Who cares? I was there to protect my human, and that's what matters.
You did the bare minimum.
Bite your tongue.
I knew everything would work out.
Stop lying to yourself, Atlas.
But I really can't see the future.
Then prove it, Mothball.
Shush! Look, Bu's waking up. Ugh, I feel terrible. Thank goodness you're okay. Taro leaps into your arms, nuzzling against your neck, and purrs. That's my human. More importantly, that loathsome ghost is gone. Jamie lets out a sigh of relief. Yeah, let's get the heck out of here. You don't respond, a lump forming in the back of your throat. Trailing behind the group, you stare down at the ground, listening to the cold gravel crunch underneath your shoes. Slowing to a stop, the group reaches your car, watching as you dig around in your pocket and pull out a set of car keys. The crew takes one last look back at the abandoned station. You watch as cracks and vines climb up its walls. The radio tower starting to rust over as the gleaming red beacon at the top flickers and blinks out. Something wrong? You look distressed. Jamie places a clawed hand on your shoulder. Oh yeah, it's cool. Don't worry about me. Do you mind if we catch a ride with you? My hooves are killing me. And can we crash at your place? I'd rather not risk waking my housemate, Gus, at this hour. We don't mind, the more the meowier. Don't just answer for me. Well, I figured you could use the company. I do love sleepovers. Fine, not like I have a choice here. What's wrong? Is it the Gus thing? He's a sweet guy once you get past the shedding. No, I don't know how to feel. I didn't get any answers about the stupid curse, and I nearly died. And now my one source of information is gone. Good information anyway. Great source of information. Every rumor holds a speck of truth. Like eating spiders in your sleep. Atlas, that rumor was debunked. I need you to know this. Oh, thank God. For real though, you guys okay? I'm great. Tired. I'll be okay. Just really sick of the color green. Boy, I hear ya. But it was kinda cool being the tall one for a second there. You and Jamie exchanged worried glances. Nah, I still prefer you being pint-sized. Yeah, let's never do that again. Don't worry, little guy. I'm sure you looked cool. Piling into the car, you flicked on the headlights and turned the key, pulling out of the parking lot away from the abandoned radio station. Trailing through the woods, you click on the radio back to 103.1. Your heart sinks as all you hear is static drowning out the hum of the car's engine. The show's really over. 103.1 is nothing but dead air and radio waves. Taking a deep breath, you finally muster up the courage to change the channel, flipping back to the generic oldies station. Looking over your shoulder, you see Jamie resting their head against the car window, already dozing off. Though one sharp turn would send their horns through the glass, at least Ch0 looks adorable curled up in Jamie's arms. Your cell phone chimes in the cup holder of the car. Much to your dismay, it's a phone call. The number is a garbled mess of words and numbers. Even the screen is glitching out. Yo, phone calls, no. I feel really bad about that. I feel really the same about that, but I'm gonna choose yes anyway. The phone in your grasp shudders and the screen glitching out as a massive green ooze squeezes itself through the dock connector. With a wet splat, a slime ball picks itself up and forms a small glowing orb. Hey, hey, hey! Hang up. I'm finally free! Sure, I lost a few limbs, but I'm free. You were seriously camping out in my phone? I thought you died. Bingo! No way am I beefing it yet. I've still got a ton of life left in me. How? Tying yourself to a person takes a lot of negative energy. So I figured, why not try a smartphone instead? This thing's jam-packed with bad vibes. You can't just leave. You're the Elkhorn radio ghost. Not anymore. You. A gout of steam curls from Jamie's jaws, heat rising off the awakened demon. Their wild eyes lock onto the glowing green orb, who squeaks out in fear. Wretched specter, you dare show your face after what you've done? Jamie? Jamie, be cool. Remember what we practiced? Be cool. Hi, bonehead. I love that face. Jamie throws their clawed hand forward, slashing at Mike, who bounces around in the passenger seat. Punching a ghost while he's down, huh? Typical demon. The ghost darts around the car, taunting the demon while frantically dodging Jamie's claw swipes. You, eyes on the road. I'm trying. I'm going to devour your soul. Watch me out. Coming up fast, a hulking figure stands wide-eyed on the road, staring blankly at the car towards them as Atlas frantically grabs the wheel. Ah! The car skids forward, squealing as you slam on the brakes. Jam. Crunch. Dots. The shock of your harsh brake hits you, your senses flooding back all at once. With each newly regained sensation, you fear the worst. You expect to smell smoke filling the car, feeling the airbag smothering your face, and tang of blood in your mouth. Luckily, none of that's the case. The car and the passengers within it are mostly unharmed, save something for mental scarring. Jamie and Atlas attempt to regain their composure while Tar's shocked expression tells you she probably has 8 lives now. You gaze out the windshield, which dawns a crack across the face. Your vehicle has stopped in the middle of the road, and before you stands a big, scary dog. Ch0 squeezes herself under the car seat, cowering. Oh gosh, oh geez. Atlas unbuckles and kicks the side door open and scrambles out of the car. Is everyone okay? I'm hanging in there. Not you! Atlas tries swatting Mike away like a pesky mosquito, but the ghost is unfazed as Atlas's fluffy hand passes clean through him. Ouch. I'm glad you guys are alright. The towering demon emerges from your car and glares down at the glowing green orb. They frown, only to let out an exasperated sigh. Our battle will have to wait. Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to it. Mike blips back into your phone. Please keep that hairy monster away from me. Not a problem. We'll just apologize, offer the big guy a ride home, and boom, we're in the clear. Let's just bail. Not happening. Psst. Everyone knows you can't outrun a werewolf. I wasn't worried about that. The Mothman glances around, picks up the largest stick he can find. Do you have a death wish? Don't worry, Jamie. I got the reflexes of a housefly.
Idiotic.
Okay, Mothman. Atlas turns away from Jamie and immediately begins to poke the heaping pile of fur with a stick. Hey, buddy. You alright down there? I'm just gonna stand over here, away from whatever you're doing. Moonlight pours through the thick tree line and a silvery light casts over the large beast fallen in the dirt. As Atlas pokes the beast and begins to stir, his thick claws scraping through the earth with his flexing muscles. You. The werewolf picks himself off the ground and rips a stick out of Atlas's grasp. And snaps it in half.
Hit me with your car!
The werewolf roars, his voice a jumbled snarl mixed with the bellow of a man. This werewolf is howling mad. Arching his back, the werewolf winces and his bones snap back into a place, regaining 12 HP. Oh boy, combat time? Kinesis! Success. Their action is cut short by the wolfman's roars. It's not a full moon! Atlas stammers, his feathers standing on end. You were supposed to babysit! The werewolf roars, his wild eyes glaring down at the little Mothman. Remember? Wait, August?
I get home. June's fast asleep, and you're nowhere to be found.
August paces back and forth, eyeing the Mothman like a beast ready to strike.
If I follow my nose, I find you're out here partying with your friends.
You know him? Yes, this is August, my favorite housemate and best friend. Who would never maul me over a scheduling slip-up, right? Housemate? You're a pest! Hey! Jamie bristles with anger, the flame atop their head shooting off sparks. I know you didn't mean that. Hey, let's all just pump the brakes. Unlike when you hit me with your car, you takes 10 emotional damage. Don't take this out on Bew. You're the one standing in the middle of the road. Ugh! See? This is the problem. I try to have an honest dialogue and you yell at me. You're a slacker. You never do what you're told, and the one time I asked you to sit your ass down for an evening, you leave! Yeah, once Hazel got home from work, August looks like he's about to explode. I baked the macaroni casserole like you asked. Did you turn off the oven? This is going nowhere. Jimmy clears their throat and slides the Mothman behind them. What Atlas was trying to say is that he is very sorry. I'm gonna tear your feelers off! I know he can be a hassle, but thanks for giving Atlas a safe place to stay. Jamie places a gentle hand on the wolfman's shoulder. Tearing his arm away, August snaps at Jamie, trying to bite them as they yank their hand back. Don't bite me! If you're so close, why doesn't he follow you home? Huh? I live in a bad part of town. The abandoned mine? The Weeping Catacombs, actually. Yeesh. How's the rent? Rough. Blagata only accepts mailed checks. What is happening? I wasn't out partying, Gus. We were searching for clues relating to Bew's curse. Who? The werewolf grunts, his amber eyes drifting down before resting on you. He's staring at you now. You don't look cursed. It's like a feeling of unease. Something terrible is going to happen to me and I can't stop it. I don't even know what it is. Welcome to the club. You look down at the ground, shuffling your shoes across the dirt. My curse isn't nearly as cool as yours. Cool? Bending to the whims of a celestial body isn't something I'd call cool. It's tragic and dangerous. I guess. No way! Werewolves are cool. Oh yeah? Scaring backpackers, howling at the moon. You stopped a moving car with your face! August sighs and shakes his head.
You could have just apologized.
Combat over. Can I give you a ride to the hospital?
If you could find a veterinarian at this hour.
The wolfman's guffaw is cut short by a sharp yelp as he winces. August, don't die! I'm sorry you were counting on me. I should have been responsible. I'm not gonna die. It's my stupid curse wearing off. Oh. What moon phase are we in? First quarter.
Now that explains it.
Explains what? August's monstrous form begins to waver as he starts to trudge off, leaving him teetering forward before dropping on one knee. He takes a sharp breath before collapsing onto the ground, totally unconscious. You know how absolutely nothing about cryptid... Hold on. You know absolutely nothing about cryptid care, and aren't sure how to help. Should we take him to the hospital? Does Long Hope have a hospital? They have a gas station, Sushi. So they have to have a hospital, right? You want nothing but to faceplant into bed and never speak of this again.
Well.
While you losers were busy fighting, I called the emergency services. Some cab from the Hocus Health Center and Potions should be here any minute. I suppose that answers your question of the state of healthcare in the cryptid world. Really? Hey, someone's got to be the responsible adult around here. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, whatever. Jamie turns towards the ghost and smiles awkwardly. Madhouse scowls in response. You are a formidable God! Brain! You are a formidable foe. Madhouse Mike, it was wrong of me to attack you in your current state, considering the unfair advantage. Bonehead, you cheeky devil. Maybe wait until we're out of a moving vehicle next time. Just a thought. Why did I go Scottish there? You please let me fix this. We'll worry about it tomorrow. Is the scary dog man dead? No, August is still breathing, just blacked out. Oh. Swerving down the road, a jet black SUV decorated in streaks of white skids to a stop next to the party. A pair of red lights flashing.
Hey.
You were supposed to call an ambulance, not a funeral coach. We can't afford to be picky. Out of the way. The driver opens up the door. A stark white raven flutters onto the scene. Huge muzzled cryptid dressed in gray jumpsuit trailing close behind. Come on, get him in the cabin. Was the bird driving? We're short-staffed. Ah. Tall cryptid reaches into his jumpsuit and pulls out a pen and clipboard. Looks like passed out from exhaustion. Ha! Werewolves at their invincibility complex. We'll get him patched up. What about police reports? Do cryptids have insurance? Who'd I talk about this? Humans. Furrowing his eyebrow, the larger cryptid brings a hand up and flicks the raven. Ah! He'll be fine, I swear. After the coma, maybe. Exhaling a gout of steam, the muzzled cryptid bristles as he glares at the bird. Just kidding. Don't worry about any of the fluff. Werewolves are incredibly resilient. With a low growl, the larger cryptid holds the clipboard out to you, expecting you to sign the paper. It's some sort of waiver, a werewolf-specific one at that. What is this? A werewolf attack report. Oz here keeps track of sightings. Yeah, I don't know. He's not citing anything. Atlas huffs, handing the waiver back to the muzzled cryptid, who glowers down at the Mothman. You weren't bit, were you? No one got bit.
Uh-huh, I'm listening.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, you guys can go now.
Listen here.
Hey, bud, we're just doing our job. Let's go, Oz. With a nod and a flit of his wings, the raven swoops back into the ambulance. Scooping August's unconscious form up off the ground, Oz carries him away in the midnight cab. Maybe one of us should have stayed with August? Atlas watches as the SUV roars to life and veers away. You okay to drive? No, totally. Just let me rest my eyes, standing up. We should get them home. In a blink, you're being carried to the backseat of your car by Jamie. With another, you're on the road as Atlas snoozes in the passenger seat. Jamie drives quietly. Nodding off in the back seat, you hold Taro in your arms and blink awake as you see the car slow to a stop in the parking lot. You stifle a yawn, carry your cat back upstairs, leading 3 Cryptids to your suite. Before you fully succumb to sleep, you look over to the side of your bed. Atlas is on the floor at your bedside, resting on a couch cushion, mattress, and a throw blanket. The light flickers off, and you catch a glimpse of Jamie quietly closing your bedroom door. Lying on the bed of your childhood home, you grip the Polaroid camera in your hands. Tonight, you're finally going to catch that monster on tape. You scoot towards the window and peek through the blinds, angling your flashlight through the glass. The backyard is empty. Not even your neighbor's cat is outside, yowling at the fence. With a sigh, you lower your camera and close your eyes. Maybe it was all a dream. You snap awake at the sound of knocking against your window, leaving you scrambling for your camera. Oh my gosh! Knock, knock. You fumble with the camera, yank at the window blinds, open a pair of massive red eyes gazing back at you. You've never seen anything like this before. Now's your chance. Seize this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Flash! You take a photo, leaving the creature squealing and tumbling from the window, blinded by the flash. Success! You silently fist bump the air and peer through the window, trying to see where the creature had gone. Sliding the window open, you hear a squeaky voice coming from the bushes below.
Ow! Why would you do that?
You can talk? Yeah, I can talk. I'm not some sort of boogeyman. Why were you peeking through my window? You left your lights on! Are you scared of the dark or something? No way. A strange creature splays his wings and flutters back up to your window, resting against the windowsill. You should be more careful. Resting in the lamplight is a sort of scruffy creature with inky feathers and a pair of antennae. He's wearing a loose t-shirt and goggles. One of his knees is all bandaged up. What are you?
I'm Atlas.
That's a silly name. Oh yeah? What's your name? Bew. Well, Bew, you're a weirdo. You're a talking bug. Unless you hadn't noticed, I'm a moth, not a bug. Is that why you keep knocking on my window? Yeah? Sorry about that, moth vision. Maybe keep the lights off next time? Never know what it might attract. Like what? Cryptids like me. Click. Alice perks up. His feelers flicking to one side as his gaze shifts. Glancing over your shoulder, he blinks. Look, I've gotta go. Hearing footsteps creaking towards your room, you look towards the door. Atlas? You glance back at the window to find the Mothman is gone. A low growl rumbles from the hallway, the door to your room creaking open as the sound of footsteps replaced with dragging, scraping noise. Huh? Slinking into the room, the outline of your mother's shadow, but instead of flicking on the lights and scolding you for staying up late past bedtime, she lets out a wheeze and twisted jumble of words leave her mouth. Lights out. Mom? You clutch the camera in your shaking hands and angle it up towards the shambling creature. The shadowy creature takes a different, more nightmarish shape. Dozens of blue eyes peeling open from its flesh. The shadowy creature growls and squeaks, trying to make out words you can't possibly understand. You've never seen anything like this before. Now's your chance. I'm scared. Mom? You clutch the camera in your shaking hands, angling it up towards the shambling creature. You can't take the photo. Your mind is splintering. Can't think or move. With one last breath, you slump to one side, your vision snaps to black. I'm sorry. You're awoken by the sharp yowl of Taro, who's staring you down with a scowl.
Oh,
for
goodness sake.
Taro! You were thrashing around in your sleep, nearly kicked me out of the bed. I had an awful dream. And Atlas was in it. Yeesh, that does sound awful. Are nightmares a common thing with you? Not since I moved out. You're exhausted and more than grumpy this morning. Well, I'm glad you're awake. Taro brings a paw to her chin and thinks for a moment. You can describe your dream while you fix me breakfast. You sure? It's a doozy. Rolling out of bed, you nearly step on Atlas, who's still asleep on the floor. Let the lad sleep. He's nocturnal anyway. Taro slowly floats towards the sleeping Atlas and bares her fangs with a twinkle in her eye. Let's pluck him. Let's not. You tiptoe around the Mothman and go about your usual morning routine, showering, getting dressed, all without waking up Atlas, somehow. So, about that dream you had. You describe it the nightmare to the little phantom cat as you pour yourself a bowl of cereal.
Wow, that is bad. Nightmares are supposed to be about giant vacuums or eating dry cat food.
Dry cat food? Yes, brainless stuff. Nothing too scary. You need something to ward off bad dreams. Yeah, with healthy diet and regular sleeping schedule, I get it. Maybe I'm just stressed.
So silly.
Sounds like your dreams are being invaded by an otherworldly force. Taro's gaze trails down and rests on your cell phone, lying on the counter. Think Madhouse is causing this? Perhaps. You tap your phone and screen flickers green.
Hey, I'm a little helpless ghosty guy.
I love his voice. I love his personality. See? Suspicious. It's just my voice. If you're so sure, why were you sneaking around last night? That was you digging around the pantry. I'm incorporeal. You think plastic containers can keep me out? That explains my food budget. You sure this cat's a ghost? 'Cause the last I checked, ghosts don't eat. You ever tried? Plenty of times. Pizza delivery guy never got past the barbed wire. Almost like they got murderlated. Mike and Taro glare at each other. So, we know it's not Madhouse. Hey, if you need a good luck charm to scare off bad vibes, I could lend you my hat. Oh, that's oddly sweet of you. Not this hat, but the real one. Still, I know it means a lot to you. Didn't you die wearing that hat? That doesn't make it any less lucky. No one's gonna rob a grave for your stinky hat.
Are you kidding? I'm an urban legend. That hat's gotta be worth a fortune. Even more now that I'm dead.
I'm certain any charm would do. Where would I find something like that? I have a lucky feather, but this seems a little more extreme. You're gonna need some big magic. There's plenty of chic boutiques around here full of shiny rocks and candles. I'm certain they'll have something to ward off these bad dreams. Sounds like a solid excuse to go out. All that flowery junk is fake. If you want real magic, Edith's Potion Shop is just around the corner. She paid for an ad read once. Oh, like that sounds any better. It's worth a shot. Alright, we'll stop by Edith's. Sweet! What about Atlas? I'll be fine. Scooping up your keys in your wallet and your stuff, you stuff your things in your pockets and head out the door. Yeah, he'll be fine. As much as I'd love to keep playing the game myself, I'm gonna end this chapter to chapter, maybe chapter every 2 chapters, because I know that chapter 0 is a long one. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope to see you in the next one. Later!